WNBA opponent gets blunt about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese's rivalry. Exclusive, they say that rivalries are the heartbeat of sports. It's not just about talent or trophies, but a war of will, emotion, and legacy. Here, every moment is magnified, every victory sweeter, and every loss more bitter. They turn competition into spectacle and fans into lifelong believers. Because in sports, it's not just about who wins, it's about who you beat. So when Magic Johnson said, Caitlin and Angel are now doing the same thing, selling out arenas and increasing the viewership. They have taken women's basketball by storm, it made sense. And it stems from the 2023 NCAA championship game where Reese came out on top. A year later, Angel Reese was seen taunting the Iowa superstar, pointing to her finger to let the NCAA's all-time top scorer know who got the championship ring. The cry for rivalry was clear, and now a WNBA star has commented on this. Who is the better player between them? Again, the debate in your mind must have just ignited. And when Connecticut Sun's Caitlin Bickle joined Andrew Whitelaw for an exclusive Essentially Sports interview, she shared her thoughts on basketball's newest rivalry. When asked about the Reese-Clark rivalry, the 24-year-old forward offered an interesting take that might not sit well with those eager to add fuel to the fire. She said, I think they're so different. I think that's just you're right. It's the media. I think it's hilarious that they even get compared because they're not even in the realm of being a similar player. And Bickle has got a point. Caitlin and Reese aren't even the same type of player. One is a sharpshooter, leading her team's offense, while the other dominates the paint, making it nearly impossible for opponents to score inside. Reese herself clarified that the rivalry was not personal. So what brings to the table of discussion? The hunger for competition. The forward who played against Reese when she was playing at Maryland reiterates the same thing, saying, I think they both do such different things the way that Clark creates for a team. She's a phenomenal shooter, obviously, but I think she makes everyone great around her. And then you have Angel, on the other hand, that's just a dog on the boards. You can't really stop that. And so I think they're so different in so many aspects, but they're great at what they both do and they're continuing to get better. You may be divided. Both CC and Angel Reese had great rookie seasons in their own right. The Rookie of the Year averaged 19.2 points and 8.4 assists per game last season, while Bayou Barbie averaged 13.6 points and 13.1 rebounds per game last season. To understand how different they are as players, you just need to look at their shooting and rebounding stats. Clark shot 34% from beyond the arc, while Reese struggled at just 18%. But when it comes, for the Connecticut number, it is pure admiration for two greats of the game. Flaujae Johnson drops strong Angel Reese stance amid rift rumors as LSU star honors Caitlin Clark. The media, us, and anybody who has a soft space for one, may keep pushing comparisons between CC and Reese, but both players have matured enough to ignore the noise and stay focused on what's ahead. With a new WNBA season approaching, both superstars are set for emotional homecomings before the season officially begins. Let's dive into that. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese set for emotional returns. Both Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky will play a preseason game against Brazil in May. Coincidentally, the Fever's game will take place at Carver Hawkeye Arena, while the Sky's game will be at the iconic Pete Maravich Assembly Center. This will mark an emotional return home for both Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Reese couldn't hide her excitement about returning home, saying, "It will be amazing to return to Baton Rouge, a community that means so much to me. LSU was instrumental in preparing me for the WNBA and I can't wait to hit the court in front of both Tigers and Sky fans." Meanwhile, Iowa fans are equally thrilled for Clark's return, with tickets for the game selling out in just 45 minutes after going live.as. Both superstars gear up for an emotional return home. Their rivalry is set to heat up even more when they face off next on May 17 at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. While the media will surely fuel the fire, players like Bickle remind us that there's no need for comparisons. Instead, we should enjoy watching them play and grow as players.